Democrat Andrew Yang and his epic dance moves right there, inspiring our next guest, who's a big fan. But she will not vote for him for president because she is going to vote for President Trump in 2020. She tweeted about it, and it's getting a lot of attention. She tweeted, quote, "Here's the thing. I'm voting for Trump, but I won't be friends with Trump. I'm not voting for Yang, but I'd definitely be his friend." Well, now the president weighing in, tweeting, quote, "I'm okay with that." Here with more is the author of that initial tweet, Cassie Dillon, founder of The Lone Conservative, who originally posted that tweet over the weekend. Cassie, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's take this apart. First of all, why are you voting for Trump if you will not be friends with Trump?
Because honestly, I really think that results are more important than rhetoric. And while the president is a very, he says things that I don't agree with all the time in the way he says it, but he has results. He's delivered on many promises that are really important to me. Look at the Supreme Court. Look at moving the embassy in Israel. Look at all these different foreign policy achievements he's made. So while I don't like some things he tweets or says, I do want to vote for him.
Just out of curiosity, on the other side of all the Democrats, why Andrew Yang?
Well, Andrew Yang's just a fun guy. I feel like a lot of the Democrats are trying way too hard. For instance, Beto O'Rourke, he has to act like he's a high school skater boy just to get attention, and they're just trying too hard. Andrew Yang dances after his rallies, and he's just having fun. I really do believe he's a genuine person.
Well,
and when it goes to the president, I think a lot of people agree with me. They know that he has this rhetoric, but it's just so important to vote for him because they like his results, especially the religious community.
I know that you watched the debate the other night with your family. You were at your brother's basic training graduation, and nothing else to do on a Thursday night, so everybody, and your family is not political, and you watched the debate, and your family did not like, in particular, I understand, Senator Warren, which is odd because she is your U.S. Senator.
Yeah, so my family's from Massachusetts, and she is the senator, and they honestly didn't like anyone. No one stood out to them. They kind of liked Mayor Pete a little bit. They thought he was a nice guy. My stepfather is an Army veteran, so they had that in common. But nobody stood out to them. On Elizabeth Warren, they said that she was saying a lot of good things that they agree with, and they said that whoever wrote it was great, but they felt like she was very phony.
So going forward, you say you will vote for Trump, but you can't be friends with him. What's the reaction been since you tweeted that out? And of course, the president retweeted it.
Yeah, so it's been overwhelming. I've never had the president tweet at me before. I have tweeted at him and, said some of the things I thought, but it's been completely overwhelming. I just can't believe how many people agree with me about this, that they know that he says things that are a little bit brandish and a little bit, kind of not in line with a lot of people's religious values, but he's really protecting the religious community. He's pro-life, and there's a lot of different things he's delivering on. So I think it's really important to look beyond just the rhetoric.
Cassie, do you think that that's what it's going to come down to in the 2020 election? A lot of people who voted for him the first time or have thought about voting him over the last 3.5, then 4 years will say, I really don't like the tweets, but I really like what he's getting done. So, yep, he's got my vote.
Well, honestly, I voted for him in 2016, and I didn't know what we were going to get. As a conservative, I didn't know how close he would actually stay to conservative values. But now he's proven himself. So now I know that my vote is secure in the next election, and I think a lot of other people are going to feel the same way. All
right. Cassie Dillon, founder of Lone Conservative, joining us from L.A. Thank you very much, Cassie, for joining us live.
Thanks for having me.
All right. It's exactly 10